Welcome everyone. Today we will learn about Git and GitHub. I think first it's very good to know the importance of Git. Actually, Git is a version control. What's version control actually? I may just show you what a version control, like the meaning. I can write a text, something like this. For instance, I'm writing an application here. I am a developer and I would like to apply for a software developer position in your company, something. I wrote this, right? So I like this later or cover later. So I don't really like to modify it because if I modify it, I may lose the original. So what I can do is actually, I can do a save as and do a second version. Second version, maybe like we can call it cover page 2, cover later 2, right? And then I can work on the 2. Then I have the original because the original is there. I will not lose it. So then I have the following skills such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, something, it's, yeah. Now I like also this one. Maybe I think if I'm afraid to lose this, I can do another version, the save as and the third version. Maybe I can change this. And then I will have many of those things. And then I can keep adding. I'm really looking forward hearing from you something. I don't know. So you write something like this. Yeah. I think most of you do this, right? You do a copy or a backup of the original. How many of you do this on Microsoft Word or something? I believe most people do this, right? Can you be a bit interactive, guys? Yes.
Yes.
So in software development also you use different version. So how can we control different version? Actually using Git. If you install Git, when you write Git here, you should have the Git bash. The Git bash. So before we start Git, I would like to show you basic command lines. Basic command lines means instead of using, for instance, instead of creating a folder like this, test, I can create test folder using the command. So I will show you that. How can I create? First, we use CD. CD is actually means change directory. So it's a means to navigate forward and backward. And then I write desktop because I like to go to the desktop, and then enter. Now, as you can see, I am at the desktop. I will try to be slow and you will have a chance to follow me. And whenever you get stuck, you may ask me. If you opened, maybe if you didn't see how I opened this, let me close this. I went here and then git bash. And now I want to go to
the in Mac.
In Mac, just terminal. You just
okay.
Yeah, the terminal.
Yeah.
So, and then I want to go CD D. Even if after I write CD DE, I can use the tab. Oh, so maybe disk yeah, the tab finished for me, or you can write it manually. And now let's see what we have inside here. For instance, I can see what I have here, right? By looking at, yeah, I can see them. But how can we see them from here? ls, list. Have you seen? 30 days of HTML, 30 days of code, maybe this is Aalto University, whatsoever. So all the files you see on the desktop here.
Does the CD means command or what it means?
CD, as I told you, change directory.
Ah, okay.
Change directory means change the folder, the place where you are. Git cmd is also okay. It works for git cmd or git bash. When you write this, you should see git bash, not the this one, but the git bash. Okay, now let's make a directory inside the desktop. So everybody knows that we are in the desktop. Another way to know if we are at the desktop, you can see it. It says desktop, and we can use also PWD. That means present working directory to know, yeah, you are in the desktop, as you can see. Okay.
Sorry, can you repeat? How do we get to desktop?
Oh, to get to the desktop. I'm at the desktop, so I have to go out. To go out, I have to use cd space cc. I'm in ... and then now I'm here. So cd and desktop. But
Okay,
it depends on where you are now. It depends on where you are now.
Sorry, the first command, cd desktop, seems to have worked fine, but then neither ls or pwd work. It says that it's not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or batch file. So ls doesn't work, pwd doesn't work for me.
Are you using Windows?
Yeah, Windows.
Yeah, so instead of git bash, actually you are working on the command prompt.
No, but it is git. But I did go to git first.
So you...
Or it does say git cmd at the top of the window.
If you are working on, do you see this, the $sign?
I don't have the $sign. How do I get it?
So as I told you, I think you are not using the git bash. Instead, you are using the CMD, the command prompt. For instance, using this cd, I can go to the desktop. If I say ls, this is what? ls is not recognized. Have you seen?
Okay, yeah, but
yeah.
Why does it still say git cmd at the top of the window?
What?
It says git cmd at the top of the window I'm working in.
There?
So, I mean, I did open git.
Git. No, don't. I said that not git cmd. Instead, that's somehow similar to this, the command prompt. For instance, so it works differently. For instance, to list here, ls doesn't work, but dir works. Okay. It works differently. So
you have to make sure you open git bash because
Oh wait. If I am using this, I have to teach differently. For some of you for Windows, for some of you for Mac. But if I am using this one, it is the same for both Windows users and Mac users, git bash. So you should have git bash here. If you installed, you should have the git bash here.
Yeah, thank you. Now I tried opening again, and now I made sure it was actually git bash and not anything else git.
Yes.
And now it looks as though
Yes.
it looks right now.
Correct. Yes.
Sorry, but I don't know why. I'm on Mac, and I can't find when I search the Finder, I can't find git bash, and
no,
when
for terminal, just write on the terminal. If you are using a Mac, just work on the terminal.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I have the terminal open here, but it looks completely different now. Before it was working fine, but now it's different. I don't know. It says on the top, it says desktop bash, and I don't know. It's different. I think I'm lost. I don't know.
If you are using Mac, just use the terminal. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. But I mean, the terminal looks completely different from yours.
Oh, no, it's different. Of course, I'm using Windows. It should have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't have the dollar signs or.
You might have some kind of other percentage or something.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so. Yes, the reason why. Okay, can you give me a moment to fix here? I have some problem. Okay, I am back. So someone asked me, what is this PWD, present working directory, CD change directory? Thank you, Chris. That is. So if you have Mac, the terminal is completely different. So don't be overwhelmed by this difference. So now let's see what we have. ls is list, just to see all the files. List all files or folders. Yeah, so I can also list all files and folders or directories. And then lsla. As you can see now, we have detail view. So we can see who created the file and the date. And also you can see also hidden files. LSLA to have a detail list. Yeah, so now on the desktop, I can make a folder like this, and I call this test, right? It's easy, and then I can open it and create different files. For instance, file 1 and file 2. Oh yeah, I actually did. Yeah, another file, maybe file 3, something like this. Yeah, manually. So I can give this a name again, and file 2. Yeah, but before the advancement of computers, people used to work on the command line disk. Sometimes this is more productive than this on the graphical user interface. So you have to click and you have to do lots of things manually, one after another. But sometimes actually this might be much better than on clicking something. So let's create this using the command line here. So make dir, that means make a folder or make directory, and I call it test or new folder. Yeah, I call it test. Let's see if it's created. Yeah, it's created and it doesn't have any file. It's empty. Just to check here again, cd test ls, as you can see, it doesn't have anything. Can we create file here? Yes. For instance, to create, I think I can give you make dir and name of folder. This is how you create. And then to create a file touch, we use the command touch and index.html. Now let's see. As you can see, now we have one file. Great. Can we create many files at once? Touch about.html, contact.html, maybe portfolio, or maybe projects.html. Let's see. Now, as you can see, I have how many files? Many files. Let us see if it is there now. Yeah, have you seen? File is created.
What did that touch meant?
Correct. Create a file. To create a file.
Ah, okay. Ah.
For instance, touch, and I can say letter.txt. ls. Now, if you see, the letter is actually created, and if you see it also there, it's created. You may ask why I need this. I can create it manually by this graphical user interface. That's possible, but as a developer, you should know also this. Yeah. Great. So far, so easy, right? Are you following me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. But I mean, we create the files, but we didn't write anything. Let's open this later text. Let's open nano. Nano is a way to write nano letter. Yeah, I opened it. As you can see, it says letter. The name of the file is letter.txt, and there are some commands too. So you write here. This is just to practice how to write on the command line. I just want to write something, you know. How do I exit from this? Sometimes I think the computer is so smart that here, this, I think Shift X allow me to exit. So actually, sorry, Control X. Control X allows me, then save modified buffer. If I click Y, that means yes. Or if I click N, that means no. If I click Control C, that means cancel. Control C, I'm canceling it. So, but again, Control X, I am about to save it. Then I will say Y and then enter. So what they actually nano and file name.
So it opens the file. Yes.
It opened the file to write. You open the file and at the same time you write on that file. Let's do it again. I can do nano. As you can see, it's opened. So you only use the arrow to go left and right. So let's modify this file again and save it again. I hope you are following what I am doing.
I would have a problem. I can't push in the dy.
What?
It doesn't allow me to apply a y, so I'm totally stuck now. I can't. Can I just clear my?
Look at then how I do this. We're again doing the same process. So now it is just writing on. It's just writing some text here. Okay, and now what I do, as you can see, exit for me is Control X, and if you write Y, it should save it. Y, and then enter. Done. Did you manage to follow it now? Carola?
No, I'm not sure how. Yeah, I don't know. How do I get back to that black screen that we just had, where we wrote in the
This is nano.
text? Just nano again. So if I put nano and then letter,
the name of
I get back to that.
Yes.
And then I could write a second line.
Well, yeah, whatever. You can do much, yes. It's not, yeah. So. Maybe it may.
How do I get at the end of the line?
Why you need to go to the end of the line? No, you don't have to.
Because if I start typing, it will start at right at the beginning.
Yeah, the
arrow.
The arrow again. The right arrow.
Oh, okay.
Next. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever you work on the Vim, that is and on the Unix command on the command line, what you use is the arrow, up, down, left, and right arrow. Okay. I mean, you guys, what arrow I'm saying is this. This one.
Okay.
Actually, it's somehow something like this. Okay. Did you manage to achieve what I did, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody is doing great. So the reason why we are learning this, because this will prepare us for Git. This is just basic commands which allow us to navigate between files. If I want to go out from test, how do I go? CD, to go back, CD ... Now, as you can see, I'm not anymore in the test folder, but I am out. If I want to even go out from the desktop, CD again ... So to go one step, to return back, CD, and then desktop. CD, and then test. And then to know what I have in the test, ls. To know detail view, ls, la. As you can see, detail view of the files. So simple, and these are very, very basic commands. You use them most of the time, and you will remember them. So, and they are very important commands. And don't be overwhelmed, okay? You use this once in a while, and it's really helpful, and you remember them slowly, step by step. Okay, how can we remove this Can we remove any file? Let's delete one of the file. For instance, I can remove the contact. Remove, I think RF maybe. It's easy to what was the name? Contact. Yeah, now let's see, ls. As you can see, I don't have any contacts there. Can we do another projects? Remove RF and projects. Yeah, removed. To see if it's removed, yes.
How
And
important are all those spaces? RM space, RF?
it's important, yeah. If you want,
It is. So RM space dash RF, right?
yes. Okay, so run, remove, and where are, that means it doesn't matter where removing it forcefully, but even let's try without, just with the RM, let's try the about. Most probably we may delete this. As you can see, it's deleted, but sometimes it may have some file inside or other folders. If we use RM or RF, it doesn't matter. No matter what, we can manage to delete anything with this, no matter what. But with just RM and followed by the file name or the folder name, you can delete, okay? The space is important. You should have space. If you connect two things, it doesn't make any, I mean, the meaning is different. RM is a command. It means remove what? Remove what? Something, right? And what is that something? It could be a file or a folder. So the space should be there. It's important.
And
Okay.
what does the RF means? Or is it just the name of your file?
And
Just you wrote RM space minus RF.
no, it's a command. It's a command. Remove forcefully. I think I remove first. So it's just a command to remove any folder or file name. But you don't have to know really that.
Okay, I could also just write RM space minus text HTML text or letter TX.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I am writing it here. Remove followed by file name, one option. Remove RF. This is a very good one. It allows you to remove almost anything you want. Okay, great. Maybe I can show you something, you know, for instance, I can create a folder here. Let's create a folder inside the test. Make dir, and can we create assets and maybe another image. As you can see, I'm creating two folders at once, and let's see what we have. And inside image or assets, let me go to inside assets, and let me create touch main.css. And now let me go out and here ls, as you can see. Now let me try to remove assets. If I try to remove it like this, it doesn't, have you seen? Cannot remove assets is a directory. I can't, but using RMRF, I can remove it. Yeah, no matter what, you can just delete anything with the second command, but this command doesn't delete folders, especially if it has files or other directories inside. Great. I think these are very basic, and this is the basic unit. We can go further, but this is not a Unix or Linux lesson, but just to give you the basic command lines which we are going to use for GitHub. And for instance, sometimes to read also, for instance, this one, just to open only for reading, cat in like the cat, the animal cat, the pet letter. And if you see, you can just open it, I mean, read it, what it has. But this is not for modifying, just only for reading. So what can we do on the command? I mean, on this, the command line, we can create, we can edit, we can modify, we can delete, we can rename, we can all do almost everything in a more elegant way than the graphical user interface. And that's why I give you an introduction today. So this is an introduction for a command line. Just to recap, let's destroy everything, and I hope you will have a chance to follow now. Okay, I'm just exiting here. And now let's just also delete what we have here. I think test, I can delete it. Yeah, delete it. I come here and git bash. And if you are using Mac, just open the terminal. And then this is what I have. So you may have this tilde sign, this sign, then by writing cd and then desktop. And I go to the desktop, and now I can create a folder with a name, make dir, and I may call it git lesson. Yeah, I created git lesson. So then I go to the git lesson, and now I can create whatever I want. I can create a folder, I can create file. Maybe I can create just files. Touch allows you to create a file. And someone asked me, cat letter.txt is not clear for me. Oh, just to read what is on the file. You open it and read it, but you don't do anything. I will come to that also during the revision. Okay, touch. So what can we use? Touch is to create a file, touch, and followed by the name of the file. For instance, I call this index.html. After I created this file, how do I open it? Tell me, how do I open this? Nano?
Nano.
Yes, index. Now it's opened. So I can write doc. It's hard to write. It's not as easy as the Visual Studio Code. Now it's getting tougher. HTML and HTML. Have you seen it? And then inside, everybody by now, you should know that, head and then a head, right? And then we need to have a body and then a body, right? And this is how you go up. And then I should have a title here, and title should be again here. And then inside the title, I may say something. This is the title. And then I go to the body. H1, today we are about to learn Git and GitHub. Yeah, it's just the typing. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, it's just typing. So today we're about to learn Git and GitHub.
When I'm typing, it does not. It's not like blue and white. It's just like typing on a text, like a text message.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not. What did you do? Is it that? So I'm just writing as if I would be writing in Word.
Yes.
But mine is not blue, or does not come up here closer or something.
It doesn't matter
for now. Okay.
Don't overwhelmed by the difference of the UI. I am using. Are you using what? Are you using Windows?
Yes.
Okay, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. Maybe I may have used already some other tools to make it colorful, but I didn't use, to be honest. So now I wrote something here. Control. I will keep this for you sometime, but I think in your case, you don't have to write all this. Just write one line of text. I am learning command line. Okay, that's enough. Just write that I am learning command line. That line of text is enough. Then let's close this. Control X. As you can see at the bottom, it says Control X to close. Control X. Do I? Yeah. Then yes. And then enter. Yeah. I closed it. To see if something is written or not in the index.html, cat, and then index. Cat is just to open and read, but you can't modify it. As you can see, we wrote this. Yeah, have you seen it? If you remember, we wrote this. Maybe if you want to create many files at the same time inside the Git lesson folder, already, let's see, ls, we have one file, but if you want to create many touch about .html, contacts.html, and what is this, projects.html, you can write as many files as you want, and then enter. And then if you check ls, you see something like this.
Can you move like a file from different folder?
Yes, it's possible to move. Yes, you can move, or you can rename. Yes, for instance, let's do renaming first. About to about us. I think rename about.html to about.us.html. Rename. I think I forgot the command rename. Rename Linux or Unix command. Remove, rename. Yeah, so instead of rename, I think it is mv move. So this file to this file. So yeah, I forgot to do. So what we can do actually, what is mv? Then from about dot html to about us.html. Now it's changed. So I'm expecting instead of about.html, I am expecting about us.html. Let's see. Yeah, have you seen? Great. So this is move is actually renaming. And I think copy, can we copy? We can also copy, as you can see, copy a file, first file, and then you can just give it a different name. So I may, for instance, copy something. We have the index.html, right? CP and index.html, and then I can give it another name, home.html. Now I will have, as you can see, about us.html, contact, home, index, something. To be sure if it is copied, let's read what we have in home.html. What command am I going to use to read it? Tell me, guys.
Cat.
And when I am reading this, what am I expecting? What we wrote at here, right?
Yes.
Yes, let's see. Yeah. So we managed to copy it properly. Okay, so since someone is interested now, we are going deep and moving. I mean, what was the question you asked me?
No, it was like if we can move a file from different folder.
Yes, from one folder to another. Yes, let's do, because I don't have to remember this Unix comments. I have to use some reference, rename a file. We did removing a file. Just let's also do removing a file, guys. Now, as you can see, you have projects.file, remove, and the name of the file, projects. And now I can remove alias, it's removed. But in the previous, I taught you remove a ref. Who can tell me the difference between just a simple remove and with a ref? What's the difference?
It's like you move all the like the folders and not just the file.
Yeah. If you use this command, no matter what, it could be a folder, and inside that folder, it could be another folders and files. It doesn't really matter. It destroy anything, okay?
It could be a virus file.
Virus file?
Yeah, sometimes the virus creates some files,
Yes.
hard to delete, no? Especially in the pen drives. So can I delete a file with this?
Oh yeah, if you are using this, yes, you're right. That's a very good. Some files are really hard to delete them. So if you are using this command, most of the time, most probably you will destroy it. Yes. Good. So, but this simple thing doesn't, it just delete a file and a folder, and if the folder doesn't have another folder or a file. Okay, so, but to transfer moving a copy file into directory. Yes, have you seen this? So I will follow. Now even it's a very good. Have you seen me? I'm just following some documentation, right? This is what you do when it comes to development. You follow some guidelines, some documentation. You don't have to memorize everything, yeah? So, I don't know. I think Baptiste asked me to do this. So I can do the moving. So let's first create a folder, okay? And make their assets. Yeah. Now I have assets folder. And now let's also make make a file, and I call this main.scss or CSS maybe. So this is just a file name. Now, if you see, I have these files, these files and this folder. Now I am thinking to move this main.css to assets. Yeah, because it is easy, right? If it is like using user interface, I can just drag and put it there, right? That's not very, difficult, right? You know, if I want to move this file to here, cut, and then I paste it here, or I drag it here. Does everybody know this?
Yes.
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 Yes, but now yeah, you've been doing this, so everybody knows this, so it's not a big deal. Now, the plan is actually to do the same thing here. And do you understand also our objective? Yeah, I hope yes. So now the plan is to move this file to here. And as I told you, I don't remember that command, so I have to use this. As you can, moving and copying file into a directory. So move the name of the file and then the folder. Great. Let's see, what's the name of the file? Move, tell me the name of the file. Main.css, where
Yes, yeah.
Where do you want to be?
In assets.
Assets. Now let's check. Did we manage to achieve?
Yes. Let's check in assets.
Yes. So just to be sure, we have to go to the assets and ls. It is there. Okay. I think this is pretty enough. and even it's more than enough, I would recommend you to practice this by replaying the video during your free time or whatsoever. I think the first part of the lesson has to stop here, and let's prepare for the second session. And how about if we meet after 15 minutes, most probably if we meet at 7. Is that okay? Just drink coffee or tea, whatever you want, and come to me with lots of energy. Is it okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. See
I
you.
have one question.
Yes.
Should we create our Git